What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys an NFL Week 8 main slate value video for my DFS podcast. We have a great looking slate on Sunday. There is a ton of value. Very excited. Probably the most exciting slate of the season thus far. I think there's going to be a ton of points scored. I think cash lines are going to be very high. We have some mispriced guys that we'll talk about. I'm doing a 20 Guru credit code in this video, as I've done all NFL season long. Just give this video a like, subscribe. I'll give you guys that code for my website after the first couple of my plays. And we have a ton of stuff going on. Doing this video Friday morning, so we'll probably get some, very important detailed injury news either later today or over the weekend. But boy, do we have a doozy of a slate. There are no games over a 50 over-under, but there's also no games below a 40. So all of these games range from 41 to 49, which is great. There should be a lot of exciting games, handful of them with tight spreads, a couple of potential blowouts. We have 5 games in the afternoon window. We have 8 games in the early window, and then as FanDuel has done, that Sunday Night Football game. But let's get right into things here. Quarterback, the best spend up in my opinion is Lamar Jackson. His price went down to $8,800 for some odd reason. Great matchup against the Browns, 44.5 over-under, 7.5 point favorites. I think Lamar Jackson is the highest scoring quarterback on Week 8. So if you have the money to spend up, which there's a really good chance that you do, I would advise going to Lamar Jackson. In terms of this video, we got to talk about the Dolphins. These guys are on the injury report, but they are all expected to play. Tua expected to be back, only $7K at home against the Cardinals. We see a 46 over-under with the Dolphins at home, minus 4.5 point favorites. The Dolphins are the most valuable team this week. They are completely mispriced. They're priced for Tua to be out, which he's expected to be back as, through everything that I've read so far, he's been a full, participant in practice. He should be ready to go on Sunday. 7K makes him an unbelievable value for the quarterback position. And, if you wanted to go a little bit different, Bo Nix at only $6,900, what he's been able to do with his legs so far this year makes him a great option too. Matchup couldn't be any better against the Panthers. He's at home. But I would give Tua the edge a little bit here, but you could certainly go to Bo Nix as well. For running back, I like spending up a little bit. We're probably going to be able to spend up on both positions here because of all the value going on everywhere else. But at $7,400, he's still too cheap. His price went up, but J.K. Dobbins against the Saints defense has not looked good. They have completely fallen off after the first couple of great games they had. Dobbins projected for almost 100 rushing and receiving yards on Sunday. As Gus Edwards continues to be out, J.K. Dobbins is going to see a full workload. I was all over him last week. And he kind of disappointed, but as we've seen in prior games this year, he is fully healthy, ready to, take on a full workload. They are 7-point favorites in this game, so the script really favors the running game for Dobbins, especially in the second half, if they're expected to be up in this game. Really like Dobbins as a value play at running back. For my Guru credit code, go to my website, fd-guru.com. These credits are used for all content that I put out. I post FanDuel and DraftKings main slate for NBA. As you can see here, NFL, I do a ton of lineups on Sunday. Main slate, 1 p.m. only slate, 4 p.m. only slate, and then 3 single game slates for Sunday, Monday, and Thursday Night Football. You'll get $50 in Guru credits when you sign up. No card required. Just confirm an email. And on the shop page where you buy all your usual credits for the website, there's a little coupon bar here, and the code for today is Week 8 NFL 24 for the year. all capital letters on week and NFL. Week 8 NFL 24, hit apply coupon. You'll see 20 Guru credits go into your balance after a couple of seconds. It'll say coupon successfully applied. Again, all I ask is that you like the video and subscribe to put on alerts to see more videos in the future. Wide receiver, this is insane. Tyreek Hill is not priced to have Tua back. He's priced for the backups to be in. Him and Jaden Waddle are questionable. I'm assuming they're going to be fine. Hill is projected for 18 fantasy points. I expect him to go off against this Cardinal secondary with Tua back. $7,600 is just the wrong price. In this spot with Tua back, he should be $8,600. We've seen him at $10K before in his normal role. He's priced down because of his bad games with the backups. But with Tua back, Tyreek, at $7,600, I'm going to have him in all my lineups. Even Jaden Waddle is $5,900. These guys have been limited in practice, but I don't see anything where, they should be out on Sunday. We'll know more news as the weekend goes on. But, Tyreek Hill at $7,600 is unbelievable value. And then another team we need to look at is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel bad for their fan base. I feel bad for them. Mike Evans, I don't think they should have pushed his hamstring injury. He tweaked it earlier in the game. He forced to go out there and hurt it even more. Now he's going to be out most likely after the bye week until week 12. Chris Godwin, prayers to him. His ankle was, facing a different way at the end of that game, which was just gross. And, prayers up to him. I feel bad. But now they are completely depleted. We're looking at a trio of Sterling Shepard, Jalen McMillan, and Trey Palmer, and they're all so cheap. Out of the bunch, I would look at Jalen McMillan. He looks like he got the most target share over the three while Godwin and Evans were healthy. He's $4,900 with a matchup against the Falcons. Like I said, there's just value all over the place. So look at the Dolphins receivers, look at the Buccaneers receivers. You're not going to know where to spend up the money as you end up finishing your lineup. But all cheap plays here. Really like McMillan. Obviously, we could see a Sterling Shepard big day. We could even see Trey Palmer. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But for this video, really, really like Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins on Sunday with Tua presumably being back. Really, really like Tyreek Hill. And then for tight end, it's the same story here. It's crazy. We have Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid both questionable. We're going to know probably better news as they practice on Friday. He's $4K. They dropped him to minimum price against the Seahawks. It makes no sense. If he's a true questionable player, it's going to be tough as we go into the main slate on Sunday at 1 o'clock because this game is at 4:05 Eastern. So we're going to have to see. But Kincaid at 4K, God forbid he ends up being out. We have Dawson Knox at 4K, so you could easily switch over to Knox if Kincaid's out. I would be shocked if both of them end up missing on Sunday. But Kincaid at 4K, it's insane. I don't know what they're doing over there on FanDuel. He's just completely mispriced. And then another great tight end value play, as I was describing with the Buccaneers wide receivers, this completely impacts Cade Otton as well. We saw him absolutely cook at the end of that game in Week 7 when Mike Evans went down. Love Cade Otton at $5,200. He ended up seeing 10 targets, 8 catches for 100 yards. Another awesome value play at $5,200. There's just so many cheap value plays on this slate. I'm going to have to figure out what we're doing with all of them because Otton looks fantastic. He looks like he's going to be the number one target for Baker Mayfield on Sunday. Only $5,200. Between him and Dalton Kincaid being 4K, there's just so much value going on. We'll have to figure out what to do with things as we approach Sunday. And then for defense, another great cheap value play. The Detroit Lions should be 5K, and they're only 4K. I don't know who is making the prices for Week 8, but there's a ton of wrong prices. The Lions are 12-point favorites, and I've been looking to target defenses against this Titans offense all year long. DeAndre Hopkins gone from the Titans to the Chiefs, so one less weapon that the Titans have, even though they've been bad anyways. Love the Lions defense at home. Huge favorites. I don't expect the Titans to put up many points, and I don't even know who's starting for the Titans. Is it Will Levis? Is it Mason Rudolph? We'll have to see as we get news on Levis's injury, but either way, whether it's Rudolph or Levis, I am not afraid. I love this Lions defense at only 4K on Sunday. I mean, if you put in these plays that I've given you, you have $7,500 per player to fill out the lineup. We have a ton of value. Like I said, cash line should be high. Really like this slate. It's going to be really exciting. A lot of the games should be close, pretty high scoring. Let's have a great week 8, guys. Give this video a like, subscribe, and until next time, I am the FD Guru. Peace.